This is a video of straight arrow repair playing around and having a good time. We're actually working on a Schwinn Stingray, and the goal is to fix it so that it has a motor. Now mind you, this good friend of mine, Chris Rife, I call him Colorado Chris, has changed this one into a very, very lowered and a big tire in the front. This is what, a 26 inch?
Yeah.
26 inch tire in the front.
It comes with a stock 24.
Normally 24, but it's just 26, so it's taller and it has a really nice aggressive look. But when you put this thing on the ground, before it used to sit about this high, but when it's off of the kickstand, the pedal will be about an inch off of the floor.
No, not even. You
Maybe.
drag the pedal along.
Yeah, his is starting to get worn on those deals. But you know,
scraped a little bit already.
the only thing we're gonna now he's already done that to one, and what we're gonna do is the pedals are just gonna get the motor started. That's our goal. And we have a long ways that we're gonna do a lot of fun things. And first, I'd like him to show what he did to get it to do.
Okay. So what I did was,
Which would be like a rake? Is that what we did?
yeah, I put a little bit of an extra rake on it. I'm not sure how much, but from the forks, it's a triple tree from your headset to your forks, 3 pieces held together. Now what I did was I took the top portion of the tree and turned it around 180 degrees. And basically I worked the metal with a ball peen hammer so I could get it bent in enough of a slope to where I could flip that around. A little bending here and there.
Got a lot of bend.
Yeah, right here there's quite a bit of bending. Because of the way the angle is in it, I couldn't use the original what is it? Allen wrench head bolts that would be here, so I used there's a seat tightener with the hinge. It's got the rubber thing. It kind of lets you get really tight down on it at that angle.
Next time we get one, we'll have him show us how he does that. It may look a little bit like a caveman, but it's a work of art. Starts with a basic and turned into a work of art. So whenever this thing sits down, see it, take it off the stand, see how low. You see it. Yeah, pedal's hitting. It's low.
Use your pedal
And
as
it's
a
stretched
kickstand.
out. This is not anywhere close to the original. This thing would have been a lot higher, and this sits really, really low.
I almost want to say it's about a 2 inch to 3 inch difference in drop.
So what we're doing now is putting a raised handlebar so that it doesn't stop moving around. It's all good. They don't have to see my face. We'll edit that. So we're going to put this kind of handle on to give it clearance on your legs and things like that, because when it's sitting as low as it is, it's really close to your legs.
Yeah, with those drag bars, you want the taller bars.
So now we have Allen wrenches here that hold this together, which is nice. Really,
5
really
millimeter.
nice. 5 millimeter.
I believe that's what it
And then we'll have, you want to go ahead and pause that?
is. Okay, so I'm just removing the tops of the risers so I can find out if I need spacers for those bars.
Might well have to have spacers. We'll see. Might not. The true challenge for these are the fact that there's a wider tire in the back, so that the motor's going to end up having to be offset to get the chain to match that sprocket in the back. But we'll get to that later. Right now we're trying to make something a little bit nicer, perhaps a little more gorilla hanger kind of thing.
Ape hangers, yeah.
Ape hanger? Yeah.
User friendly, actually. I ride with the drag bars and it's quite a ride.
This is all Chris's creation as far as the low ride thing. I would not take any of the credit. Yeah, dropping it down was his. We have seat that we're going to change that one where we can get the seat further back, get some distance more for an adult than for a young person. And we've got a lot of other plans. But the motor's here today, and we'll mess around with the motor today. We'll open it up and take a look at it. So bear with us. So they call this the OCC chopper.
Yeah. I do believe it started in
Orange County.
2005 is when
Jesse James or something.
Stingray and Orange County got together. Thank you.
I can be a dummy.
I taught myself all this. It's like a big Lego set.
It is like a big Lego set in this world we live in. Pretty simple.
It's actually not bad for a little bit myself.
You want to talk about more, or-
We'll get there.
Put in spacer seats. What? No.
I don't know, I always crisscross my bolt pattern.
Yeah, that's a good idea, well, especially when you're working on the head.
Yeah.
So you don't warp the head on a motor. Just a good idea.
Yeah. Dodge back over and spiral.
Yep. As a mechanic, you really don't want to be in a hurry anyway. Usually you feel like, well, I gotta get this thing running, going to work next week.
Gotta get it up before it's okay.
You don't want to time down here? Yeah, that's working out good.
Off a little bit.
Want to go further up, further back?
Believe it or not, that right there is actually kind of comfortable.
Might want to drive, come on that, 17 well.
Get there in about 45 minutes.
What year of bicycle did you say this came from?
These bars, I actually took them off of a 1964,
64.
what was it? A Murray Dragster.
Murray Dragster.
Yeah.
So it's all, you got the dragster heritage. So that's a good look. That looks really good, actually.
It does.
That kind of helps point toward the front tire. I like that.
I do too.
Good choice.
If we're using those primarily to get it started, we might look at little shorter crank arms. I may have some.
Okay. Well, what we're talking about is changing the
This piece here.
distance
shorten
here. Won't be able to pedal as good, but what we really need it for is to start the motor. Because a little 49cc motor doesn't have enough power to get it started. And so you'll have to get it pedaled to get it started. So if we have a shorter distance, and we won't be dragging the pedals if we're worried about it. But we're going to take you along with this as we go along. I guess what we can do next is push this thing back. We'll bring that table over and we'll open up that box.
Awesome.
With the engine. And we get to see Chris smile because he gets to open up this motor.
Phil, you would be in pause. Okay.
So let's see. Look at this right here. And we'll put the parts over there.
Okay.
Okay, stop it. Okay, I'm going to tell you something. Stop moving that. Okay, let me get that razor now. Okay, can you see? Now what he's going to do, he's going to open that, and he's going to describe what he's getting out, and he's going to put it on that shelf over there. Then later we'll put it back together.
Hey, Phil.
What?
Good.
What are you asking me?
Is that good? A good idea?
You're the one who's looking. I want you to have a little bit of wisdom.
Okay.
Don't need to see the bottom of the box. We just
basically
kind of need to see him.
not necessarily like this area right here would be a good space to look at. That way we get what's coming out of the box.
Okay, yeah.
Kind of be in the background. Don't
Maybe
be
have my
paying attention to me.
arms or something.
All right, push the button.
But pause.
Is it on? Has it been on all this time?
Yeah.
I told you to stop it. That's okay. Keep it on.
Okay. This is a 49cc gasoline engine.
49cc from Japan, but it actually was shipped from a little town outside of St. Louis, so it didn't take long to get here. And this is us learning.
First unboxing of such thing.
Yeah, I don't feel Chinese, but
No. Okay. Right off the lip, we get this problem. Probably back one.
gotta go on the back. Instructions.
Instruction manual with exploded or expanded view. Nice.
Classic black gas tank.
The teardrop.
And your bike's gonna be just like that.
Nice. That's pretty nice.
I don't know what that is.
That's your gas cap.
Oh, there.
Yeah, it's got the protective.
Handles.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know if they were. There's your
Throttle,
throttle.
And
And
just the
brake.
grip.
There you go.
Probably where brake would be.
We'll get into that in a moment. Let's see. So. Pretty heavy duty.
Heavier than a regular bicycle chain. Oh,
A little power.
used to have a
plant right
keychain that was a little heavier than that.
there. Unzip it.
Yeah, unzip it.
Check it out.
Unveiling. Look, got chrome head bolts.
Nice. Okay. There's one mount, two mounts.
So they have pipes here
Yeah.
that go through, and we've got to figure out how to offset either that or run these bolts through an offset of some kind.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty neat to say it there. Chain over here. Left side. Mhm.
You gotta give them credit. I mean, I know there's an American company's making money selling it. That was like $80.
You guys are making something for $80 now.
So the Japanese, or the Chinese rather, are making it for very, very inexpensive. $40, that's pretty cool. Say if they double their money, if they can do that.
Some electrical. Looks like electric start maybe? Or no, electric start's probably here.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is your twist.
Yeah. Well, it's your electric start. Ah, your throttle.
Maybe a kill switch. I don't know.
Nice.
Carburetor.
Carburetor. Pull that out just a moment. Ooh, there's fuel.
That's it. This is spark coil.
Nice.
There's the bolts. So this is this throttle too, or is just a clamp?
I think it actually might be the throttle.
Yeah.
We'll find out once we actually get into that.
Reading instructions.
Reading the instructions. Instead of looking at all the fun stuff. Oh boy. Got our spark plug. All of our mounting pieces.
These are rubber gaskets for the back.
Yep, to go in between your spokes and these round pieces here, or quarter rounds. Oh, nice. That looks fun already. That would be clutch side, yeah?
I don't know if it has a clutch, does it?
No, it's circular.
I think it's got a stopping brake.
That's cables. This would be throttle? No, throttle would be a twist, wouldn't it?
I mean, that's throttle and that's a brake. Or, heck, I don't know, we'll have to read it.
I'll have to read. This has got a lock. So it could be throttle.
Little muffler.
That's a muffler. And the clamps for the muffler. And that is to raise the chain, tighten the chain up.
Yeah.
I think I might get a
Chain
spring-loaded
tensioner?
one. Yeah. Probably get a spring-loaded one.
Unloaded.
Yeah, that way as the chain stretches it, it'll come out. You won't have to necessarily pay attention to it. We'll see.
Chain guard.
Yep.
Well, that's
All the
nice.
things are well thought out.
And then
Pretty cool.
Got your U-bolt, probably for the motor to the frame.
Motor to the frame, you're right. It has one clamp here,
Yes.
so we'll have to go through the instructions.
It's pretty neat. Nice.
Start off, you're trying to overwhelm you with all the stuff.
It's just like Lego.
So he says. Yeah.
A thin 2x6.
Yeah, it's got a clutch.
It's tan.
I watched one guy, he
That's
lifted
clutch.
his bike on a kickstand, that's for clutch.
That's what I thought. Actually. Is where it's at.
He had his bike on a kickstand, the back tire was up. He took the wheel and just went and cranked it up. Of course, I'm sure it's broke in and everything.
Man, let's see. That's a pretty cool setup, though, I'm sure.
It's adding some weight, probably 30 pounds. Let's see if you guys can see this a little bit more. It's pretty cool.
Ooh, look at that.
Getting a
nice
lot.
and shiny. Chrome cap.
Here's where we gotta get creative with the motors. Got to be slid over from the side of the frame to where it can have the chain kick out. It's kind of looks like about 2 inches, maybe a little bit more.
Well, it's a 4-inch rim, so center is at 2,
So
about 1.5 inches over. Probably.
Phil, we almost out of time.
Yeah, we can stop now, right?
yeah, we're getting close. From the center of the
You
frame,
stop. Stop.
spoke, lights in it. It's going to have lights that are driven by the magneto or whatever that rubs on the tire, and it will literally light up the lights. It will have quite a few neat little things. So we're trying to put a little thought into it, but by the time we get to Chris's, his is green. Is that a difference in year?
I do believe so.
His is green, and by the time we get to his, we'll even be better at it. So we'll take you along with it so we can learn, and then you guys can learn from us, hopefully learn something. But either way, we're going to have fun, and this is way better than digging a ditch.
Oh, yeah.
But we're going to keep on at it. We'll figure it out because we're Americans, not Americans.